since she has taken over as Vice Chancellor, we all have been watching the positive developments that she is bringing to the educational institution. Most importantly, a wonderful combination of theory and practice which will prepare her students for the skill sets which they require to step into the outside real world confidently. So truly, ma'am, I am very inspired to be in your midst. Of course, Vasundhara Garu, very beautiful lady, she has converted her passion and creativity to bringing beauty. I think there is no woman on earth who does not love jewellery and gems. So we hope to see more and more of your outstanding designs and creativity and a very successful entrepreneurship for you in the future. I hope your business grows by the day. And truly I am inspired to be among all of you. I would say among the heroes and the sheroes, or should I say the sheroes and the heroes. I was hoping to see more sheroes today, to be honest with you, but I find that the hall is full of a lot of men, which is nice because the men need to hear even more about the concerns that we have, and they need to recognize their role in creating a better world for the women. So actually I asked Sunaina ji yesterday. I told her that I am not well and my fever and throat is not really cooperating. So she said just come and be among all of us. And I did not prepare a speech, but I'll just share a few thoughts with all of you. Hopefully they will make a positive difference. So first of all, whether it's a girl or a boy, I would say this is the time for you to recognize and know your worth. You should know what is your true passion, what really inspires you, what are your priorities. Because once you know that, you will possibly take a very focused approach towards achieving those goals, achieving those priorities. Women in general, we tend to be multitasking. Most of us are born with that ability. We try to do a lot of things at the same time and try to also give 100% to all the things at the same time. So it doesn't really result in a very concrete output. So it's very necessary, whether it is a man or a woman, to really know your worth, know your strengths, be confident and give your maximum energy to that particular field of work or field of passion. Otherwise, you may end up being frustrated or you may burn out very quickly. So this is something which I would especially tell all the women out here. So I see a lot of lecturers and staff. You are all great multitaskers, but don't be too hard on yourself. I think it's necessary to celebrate yourself, to love yourself. And only once you do that, you spread positivity and love to the rest of the world. So my hats off to all the women out here, to the young girls, to the mothers who are really doing a wonderful job of balancing their work life and their professional life. The second thing I would like to say is that not only be strong women and men, but please raise strong women and men. It's very important. So I am the mother of a 10-year-old son and a 7-year-old daughter. And when I look back to my childhood, I always try to draw inspiration as to what was right in my nurture, that I was able to have a positive and free-spirited mind. So I often feel that it is my parents' encouragement. They never stopped me from questioning things. It's part of our conditioning. Once, I'm sure there will be many fathers out here, young fathers, or who will be fathers tomorrow. I'd like to tell you that in India, even today, there is a situation where when there is a girl child and a boy child, we tend to traditionally, I would not say discourage, but in very subtle ways, condition them to believe that they should not question. एक अच्छी लड़की हम तभी मानते हैं जब she is silent, she is very cooperative, she is a very polite person, and she doesn't question things around her. So it's part of a mother's conditioning, what mothers give to the child. Sometimes it could be part of the elders in the house. But tomorrow, as all of us know, this is a very real world, a very cutthroat world. So girls, right from the early childhood, must be conditioned to feel as equals, even in the mind. It is not just important to give them an education, but to also really make them feel that they are equals and to really allow their free spirit to soar. That's very important. So this is the part of conditioning which they grow up with, and that stays for life. In their interpersonal relations tomorrow, with the men, with the outside world, their confidence comes through if they have been treated well in the childhood. So this is what I'd like to request to all the fathers and mothers and the young students, that be good, be really fair in the way you deal with children, in the way you deal with your peers. At the same time, safety. I think that is something which all the girls and the mothers need to know. It's never too early or never too late to teach your girl child about personal safety. Whatever the world has in terms of a system, in terms of law and order, in terms of the mechanics of the acts and the legalities, the first and foremost thing is personal safety. So even for a child, say who is as young as 5 or 6 years, mothers must take the responsibility of teaching her what is a good touch, what is a bad touch. And once the child is aware of certain things, it's natural that it will be part of her conditioning, and she will grow up to spread the word and to also take care of herself in a more responsible way. The other thing that I wanted to say, I don't see, again, I'm a little disappointed not to see too many heroes, but even to the heroes, take your time, focus. This is the only time in your life which is the most precious. You should know what kind of a goal, what kind of a career you're progressing towards. And this is the time when you really have to do away with all other diversions. It's a small investment you make for the rest of your life. Please remember it this way. Sometimes we rebel. We feel that why should we have to do this? And there are so many interesting things to do. But whatever be your priority, focus towards it. Achieve that. Put your first step towards the threshold of the career that you choose for yourself. And that is the investment which will stay with you for life. That will be the basis for all your economic freedom, for all other decisions of life. And to all the mothers and fathers out here, please give your daughters the time and encouragement for them to establish their careers before you hasten the process of their marriage. That's also equally important. So with these few words, I would not like to say much. I feel it's a very diverse group, so I really don't know what to talk about. But I hope if anybody has any questions, I can definitely address it. Stay strong, stay fit, show up for each other, show up on time, stand by your family, stand by your friends when they need it, and be that change which you wish to see in the world. Thank you so much.